China from the USA. We are in Chicago. I'm looking out at O'Hare Airport from the hotel. We came from Detroit the other day. Now we are about to go on a journey. My name's Matt. I'm here with my family, and my wife is Chinese. My daughter is half, and we left China on February 1st to come here because the virus was sort of a question mark, and we weren't sure how it was going to go down there in China, and thought coming back to America would be a safe bet. We spent a few months here, but now seems like America is going to go through this process, and we have a return ticket that we're taking advantage of to take us back to Ningbo, China, which is south of Shanghai. We are prepared to take a flight today from Chicago O'Hare to Hong Kong. Hong Kong, we have a 20-hour layover. We are not going to leave the airport. We're going to camp out there, figuratively and literally in some ways, and then fly from Hong Kong to Shanghai. If all goes well, Shanghai to Ningbo, where we will start a home quarantine for 14 days. Things are changing rapidly. Yesterday, the news of the day of this taping yesterday, O'Hare Airport was crazy because today is the official day of the beginning of the travel ban, where Trump has said nobody can come in from UK. But yeah, well, he said nobody can come in first. And then everybody had to clarify that that didn't mean that. It meant the other thing, but people had already bought tickets. Chaos. Lack of communication properly is going to lead to even more chaos. But from what I can tell, it's everybody coming into the United States and not people that are leaving. So it could be a fairly easy exit, which I would welcome. The biggest worry is what we're going to be exposed to in Shanghai. But I'm going to take you along with me. We'll take a look, and we'll do this together. We are packing up our room, and Eva is playing with an app on her iPad called Kids Academy. These apps for kids are total bullshit. It tells her, please contact your mommy to open this really exciting element in the app. Please call your mommy to open this really exciting, and it just keeps going over and over.
To play fun new games, ask mom or dad to help you open them. Fun kitchen.
Yeah. We paid for this app. It's not a free app we paid for it. And it's like, please pay more to let you, this is such an exciting thing. You really want to play it, but you got to tell your mommy. If your mommy doesn't open it for you, she's bad. I want to write that app company and tell them, give them a 1-star review. It's really, really bad. But apps are going to be the thing that are going to help Eva sort of stay calm and under control. It's a long ride, and everybody's on edge. Yesterday we were about to settle down. Annie looks over to me and she says, is the AC on? I says, what do you mean the AC? See the register over there? Most of the hotels are central air, so you're sharing the air from your neighbors. So turn off the central air. You gonna be a good girl today?
We're gonna go to the airport.
Yeah.
Will you be good girl?
And then fly.
And then fly. Is that cool?
We're gonna go to 中国了吧?
Yeah, we're gonna go to China.
You know everything.
You haven't whipped out the Chinese in a while. Annie brought a Annie, what are you doing right now?
Like cookie.
Cooking with a rice cooker that we brought from home, and noodles, and what is on the menu today?
年糕, fun noodle. It's enough.
And then that pork mix. What's that? Pork and mushrooms and.
This I cook at home, but it can stay longer. So.
Is it good, honey? Mommy a good cook? Is mommy a good cook?
你拿着. Don't drop. You put in.
Okay, put it in, honey.
And you put in. Good job.
When I met Annie almost 9 years ago? 8 years ago? When I met Annie, she had an entire year where she coughed like a raving lunatic. I mean, it was And it got so bad that I would walk around and I would be immune to it because I didn't know she was. I'd heard it constantly. It was some sort of allergic. We don't even know what it was. Stress related or something?
I guess so, because then I check my allergy, everything.
Yeah, it was
blood
fine.
test.
It's horrific coughing. So much so that I would walk around and people would look at me like I was a really, really bad boyfriend or a bad friend or whatever. And they would be like, give me dirty looks. Like, we weren't married.
We were dating.
Your girlfriend.
We're not even dating.
We're not even dating. Aren't you going to take care of your friend? I mean, she's obviously having some duress. Well, guess what came back? Her nervous coughs are back.
Yeah, it's my nervous cough.
Her nervous coughs.
Remember in Chicago when we came here, the airplane shake, and after
And
that,
then she started coughing.
I started coughing. It's too nervous coughing.
And so she better stop that shit right away. It's just a nervous cough. Don't worry.
Suddenly your heart is coming up a little bit. Then you feel a little itch this area and you want to cough. When on the way here, our plane was shaken really bad.
Yeah.
And I was start freak out.
My heart come up, I cough too.
Oh!
When your heart come up? Well,
Okay.
keep that heart down there, baby. It's really hard to keep her from... Yeah. I'll stop talking about it. We don't want to plant any seeds in her mind. We are prepared for this flight in a lot of ways. We are in the business class, so we're sort of separated from the other travelers. You see me sort of touching my face. That's all going to stop as soon as we get out of this hotel room. I mean, obviously, we've been living in this hotel room and washing our hands quite a bit. We have pocket disinfectant, a Clorox disinfectant wipes, so we will wipe down chairs and stuff. Note to that, when you wipe something or disinfect something, you got to give a few minutes for it to take effect. Annie is bringing over the gloves that we are going to wear if we need to touch anything that has been touched quite a bit. Eva has a special, basically it's a hazmat suit. She'll wear this hat and then she's got a full bodysuit. You'll see it later. We have N95 masks and some N95 masks. Do we still have the ones with the respirators? Well, we're gonna wear masks a lot more. This is a different flight from the one we took back here from China a while back. We're learning our lessons, and I think the lessons are more important because, in this case, I don't know. It's a different situation, I guess. But yeah, we are prepared. Eva has a bunch of fun things to do, and we have a bunch of snacks. Hopefully our business class is not full, but Annie thinks that the flight is going to be packed with people, Chinese returning to China, and I don't know. I could see either way. Oh yeah, we have goggles too. The goggles are in the car. We have goggles, face mask, and throwaway clothes. This is my throwaway clothes for Chicago. I have a throwaway set of clothes that will be replaced when we get to Hong Kong. So we have a bunch of sets of clothes that we can get rid of. We bought really cheap, so we don't have to worry about wearing the same sets of clothes too long.
I think we can play the snow all the night.
You think so? We braided her hair up so that her bangs aren't in her face, so that she's not touching her face too much. She tends to do this a lot, so don't touch the window, baby.
Dad,
Yeah.
Dad, the water coming.
That's condensation. You know that word, AB?
Evaporation.
Condensation, evaporation.
I won't.
You'll never forget those words. I was teaching her condensation, evaporation, and precipitation. Right now, it's precipitation and condensation on the windows. So we're going to throw away all that.
Yeah,
Right? We're going to
all
leave all
this.
that. Good quality grapeseed oil.
Really, I can cook some noodle for you. You can mix with the rural.
I don't want noodles. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, Mom.
Go on, honey. Daddy, have to load the car. Yeah. Masks on, gloves on. JaYoe.
No.
Okay, hiding there, okay? For balloon.
No balloon, honey. No balloon.
Put on. Come. What? It's really too big, huh? It's too big for mommy. But you cover something. It's better than nothing.
The driver just coughed. You're like a builder. Are you a builder or a doctor? Or a fireman?
No people wear masks.
Yeah. The driver, I mean, if I was her, I'd be wearing a mask. What does Brontosaurus say? Don't? It's outside.
Hands outside.
Little bit, Mama.
Not even a little bit.
What does the Brontosaurus say?
And just fill your name and your phone number.
I'm surprised a lot of these flight attendants aren't wearing masks. Sort of worries for them.
Are you cleaning that good, baby? All right, so that was interesting. Annie's getting the tickets. We decided to walk away for a little while, but it's pretty empty. The whole airport, except for obviously our flight, and maybe another one to Shenzhen. They asked a 14-day question at the entrance. So, have you been? You know, how long have you been in America? 14 days. They're like, you're going to be quarantined in Beijing. So we're not going to Beijing. Where are you going? Shanghai. Well, you're going to be quarantined in Shanghai for 14 days. Is that okay? What did the Brontosaurus say? Look at your face, so shiny. Shiny? 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 All right, we exited security. Very, very few people leaving. This way, honey. Come on.
Corn. Popcorn. Popcorn.
That's not popcorn, honey.
I will buy you later. No, now when you go out.
Yeah, I asked the security check people if it had been busy. They said, no, we're okay. We're all right. Very lax. But it makes sense. Same as when we left China to come here. Us coming into China, that's going to be hectic. Yeah, we got Eva this. Basically, it's like a hazmat suit, sealed up, and she likes it. She thinks she's a little builder. She's been good so far.
Want to run in the meadows? The spiders didn't answer.
We're living through a very interesting time in history. Ooh, orange juice. All right, Rose, take it easy. Bye-bye.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Enjoy your flight and stay.
Will do. You do the same. Is that good, honey? Is that good popcorn?
I don't need the gloves.
So this is Hong Kong asking us to
You have to save that.
let us. Yeah, I already took a picture of it. Let us know what our condition is.
It's one baby coming.
Baby coming?
That has not seen a COPA representative, please proceed to the gate M6 for mandatory passport verification. Thank you.
I do feel for the employees, though. That's got to be stressful working on these flights day after day, dealing with travelers. That's a lot of human interaction on a time where you should limit the amount of human interaction you have.
Passengers holding a United or boarding pass that have not seen a COPA representative, please.
Just bring her up whatever you can. Where is she? She's with you? Yeah, just bring to the end edge. Okay, fine.
fold it down real small.
What's your number of the seat?
D.
Holy moly, this is chaotic.
Red hose, you can pull it out. This is the steering wheel. This is basically what's used to drive.
Sometimes you have to realize that we are part of something incredible. It's our generation's big hit on a global scale. I mean, where is this going to go? How is this going to end up? This is like one of those, you better remember what you did during this time, how you got through it, how you dealt with it. And we are in just the beginning of this. I saw the very beginning of this. I mean, outside of Wuhan, we were the second ring, you know. Now it's come full circle. The whole world is realizing, you know, what's going to happen. What's people's reaction? You're just seeing different what if scenarios play out. What if the big virus came in here? What if the pandemic came across the world? What if technology helped exacerbate or help the problem? What would happen if, you know, all of those questionable scenarios that you used to discuss with your buddies? This is like it in practice. What would you do in a global pandemic? We're finding out.
They start to offer food at 1 a.m. at Chicago time.
Yeah.
Supposed to sleeping time, but they offer breakfast. Eva was sleeping, and now she wake up. I was thinking she can go through the whole flight.
Yeah,
until we
it's
arrive.
1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. the time that we're supposed to be. I just ate, so I took my mask off for a second, but this little stinker dinker would have slept another 7 hours. Now she's up. What are you gonna do? Should be a set schedule though.
I am happy with the way that the staff is working here. Everybody's wearing gloves. It's okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Here. Thanks. Everybody's wearing gloves, and they're all wearing their masks. The employees here, the stewardess, and it's everything is very cleanly. So that's a good thing. I was just complaining to myself that the Wi-Fi on the plane isn't working. I paid $20 for the whole flight to have Wi-Fi, and I was just thinking to myself how I'm pretty lucky to be able to live in a time that I have Wi-Fi not to have, you know, like there's Wi-Fi but it's not working. At least I got a few hours. I've been cycling through these masks. These are from Home Depot, and these go all the way around the back side of my head. The other ones grabbed my ears and they puckered my ears like this. It was such a pain in the ass. But these ones are much better.
Please make your door for arrival and caution.
Does it fit? Alright guys, we have a long stay here in Hong Kong airport. 20 hours setting up shop. Just went through security check, transfer desk. They just got us off the plane, got us to the next gate. Not a lot of people, like nobody. Ghost town. I like that. Good pusher, honey. I like to see your little eyes above. Go in, honey. Well, that's a surprise. They're not 24 hours, these...
Food and drink is upstairs.
Okay.
Shower this year. Real shower first.
Shower first. Don't touch your face. Not open 24 hours, so we'll stay here as long as we can and camp out in the main airport. Whoa, whoa. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I have to take advantage of this perfect light We have the airport behind me. We have this great glow here. That's perfect. We are gonna take a shower here. We thought that we were gonna be able to camp out here all night long. Doesn't turn out to be the case. At 11 o'clock, we're gonna have to leave here and go into the main airport area, which is dead. We're gonna find a corner to disinfect, and then we are going to lay out some inflatable camping sleeping mats that we bought and sort of set up a makeshift camp. Hong Kong so far, very easy. I don't see very much problem here. I think they're going to try, just like America, to be like, go, go, go. We will facilitate your leaving. When we get to China, that's when things are going to get a little dicey. We're going to land in Shanghai, and then we have another flight to Ningbo. So if all goes well and there's nobody with any problems on the flight, and we don't have any problems on the flight, then we will fly to Ningbo, where we will be transported. Annie has been on the phone with everybody in her hometown, and it seems like if you land in Beijing or land in Shenzhen or land in Shanghai or land in Ningbo, and if you go to where you live in your district, you are regarded with different regulations. It was kind of ironic that Annie now owns an apartment in 2 areas of Ningbo, and each area requires different things. For example, if we went to our home that you guys recognize, the one that I've been living in for the last few years, then we would have to potentially stay in a hotel and quarantine in a hotel. We were able to say, hey, no, we're not going to go there. We're actually going to go to our new place, our new apartment, which is what we were trying to move into before this whole virus thing kind of came out. And that area allows people to quarantine in the home. So it's all set up for us. We'll be able to, the showers in there are huge. Annie just sent me a message. Anyways, we will be able to go to our new place, which is very clean. It's on the 19th floor. Fingers crossed. Obviously everything's changing every day, but so far that is the plan. We will fly to Shanghai. We'll have to go through all of this rigmarole in Shanghai. We'll board a plane in Ningbo, have to go through all this rigmarole in Ningbo, transport to our apartment, and then 14 days later we are sort of free. Meanwhile, I'm getting news from America. Donald Trump just tweeted something about we are going to fight this Chinese virus. There's a big conversation about whether to call it COVID-19 or the Chinese virus. But I'll tell you what, if you're Asian, you do not want it called the Chinese virus. There's going to be a lot of hate directed at you. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see hate directed at anybody. But I do know that there are certain people that are like, yeah, I hate the Chinese. And some of those people are even Asian that are like angry at Chinese people, and I don't know, they don't understand what they're saying, because Americans Westerners won't differentiate between a Chinese person and a person that's from Taiwan, or a person that's from Hong Kong or Thailand or Philippines or Vietnam or Cambodia or even Indonesia. They're going to lump everybody together and they're going to hate equally. So it's best to call this thing COVID-19. We just heard word from Shanghai that there's some people there that arrived at 3 o'clock and it's almost 10 o'clock and they haven't gotten out of the airport yet. I don't know what we're in for, but probably somebody was sick on the plane and the whole thing got held up. Sometimes business lounges in the airports feel like something out of an 80s sci-fi movie. Like this is the furniture and aesthetic that would be on a spacecraft colony flying around the universe. The word is from Shanghai that it's possible we'll get held up for 8 hours as they test us because we're from a high risk location. So it's a new rule just went into place, right? Just today.
Afternoon, morning is open. 没有，我知道这些过程我都知道。我现在问题是，地区不一样，到时候美国出来的时候，他会不会？
Daddy, it's okay. Okay.
Ready to go?
Camp at the airport.
The tent would have been okay. I think we could have set that up, but we have some sleeping mats. We're gonna leave the VIP, our business lounge, and we're gonna head and find a place to camp out. Come on, honey, come on. Today is our opportunity to explore Shanghai, or explore Hong Kong Airport.
Don't walk around.
We heard that near gate 23 there is a area that you can kind of lay out and relax, but I don't know.
Mama is swimming.
Where? No, we gotta go on this one. Huh? Quicker.
Daddy doesn't play. Yeah, the quicker.
Honey. Good.
I have you.
Honey, now you hear mommy.
Here you go, Ada.
Yeah.
Hold on, one at a time,
I
baby.
know we can.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting. All passengers seated in Zone C, Zone D, Zone E, and Zone F on Emirates flight EK 381. Please have your boarding pass and travel document on hand.
30. Oh, I didn't sleep on the plane.
Poor Eva, are you tired?
She slept almost
Yeah,
8 hours.
She slept good.
We found a pretty good spot though. It's all the way at the end of this like long hallway. If you guys have traveled in Hong Kong International, you know this place. But we brought Eva's little tent and some sleeping pads, and we have them opened up sort of in a crook here. I'm gonna do a live stream now. Don't really need a mask. I mean, obviously you don't want to touch your face, but as long as we stick to our mats and our little area here, I don't think that I think we're pretty good, and we're a little bit we're quite out of the way. It's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning right now, and our flight is at 4 p.m.